Time to focus on business. Our business editor, Mike Eppel, joining us now. Mike, oil seeing a bit of a bounce this morning.
Yeah, it's coming after some comments from the Secretary General of OPEC. Gave an interview in London today and talked about the idea of $200 per barrel oil. Sounds far-fetched and out of the realm of possibility, but the theory goes like this. We've got oil below, at one point this morning, $45 per barrel. So does that push out the higher-cost producers? And does that also long-term deter new investment coming in to the energy sector? It's not out of the realm of possibility when you think about it, and overall the supply-demand balance or imbalance that is now in place might be stabilized. OPEC also willing to talk to non-OPEC nations about getting the supply-demand balance fixed. So under that circumstance, we've seen oil up a little bit. Now it's just shy of $46 per barrel, still historically low. And you've got as well many differing opinions about where it's going in the short term. On one hand, the TD Bank says it's going to go below $40 per barrel. The RBC says, no, it's going to stabilize and move higher and also help out our economy. And Bank of Canada doesn't have to move on interest rates again. So, again, we start the week with all sorts of questions, and it comes back to the energy sector. Along with all of that, Ted, we've got this week 140 companies within the S&P 500 out of the U.S. to report earnings. And we're talking huge companies. Microsoft and Texas Instruments later today. Apple tomorrow. Google, Facebook, Boeing. On this side of the border, we have Potash Corporation, Canadian Oil Sands, our parent company, Rogers Communications. All of these to report this week. So it's going to be very busy on that front. And just added to the mix, the U.S. Federal Reserve makes a decision on interest rate policy on Wednesday. And do they change their tone considering every other central bank is cutting interest rates or adding monetary stimulus? So some unanswered questions there. We also had overnight the Greek election results in where they voted in an anti-austerity party. Not a surprise considering Greek citizens have been faced with all sorts of cutbacks and debt repayment to the Eurozone, and that might lead to a renegotiation, but in the short term, no major implications for the market. And we're coming into the day with our TSX on pace for a 4-day winning streak. We'll see if it can go a little bit higher. Ted, back to you.
All right, good stuff. Thank you, Mike. That's our business editor, Mike Eppel, this morning. You can hear Mike on 660 News at 26 and 56 after the hour.